So let's get cracking, Triumph crew. I pulled over because I forgot to set the video recording, but it is now. So let's get cracking. So as you can probably tell, it's a very warm day here, but I'm off to meet a friend of mine, and also, come on mate, get a move on. Also at the same time, going to watch a bit of football. Today is Sunday the 27th of April 2025. And I'm saying that because I'm hoping that this is the day that Liverpool take home number 20. That is the day that Liverpool will take on Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield, and 3 points will give the team their record 20th top flight title. So let's see if that hands out or not. So while I'm on the way, I'm going to test the audio again. I did try this a couple of weeks ago and it seemed to work quite well actually. So this is my first vocal video. Hello sir. And so I will take you along with me, and while I'm doing so, I will tell you a bit about this trusty steed of mine, Triumph Speed Twin 900, which is the special edition EC1 model, which I believe they made in it was a 2022 model year, and I picked that up in Düsseldorf. Probably paid a bit over the odds, but I thought, seeing as it's a limited, hello mate, a limited edition, I thought, oh, why not, you only live once. So there you go. One of the good things about living in Germany is that you can say hi to people because you're riding on the right, and therefore your go on mate, you break the light, your left hand is free. So it's quite customary for people to say hi and give a little wave with the left hand, as you can't do in the UK, unfortunately. Unless you don't mind slowing down every couple of minutes on a day like today. So yes, this is the Triumph Street Twin 900. They don't make this, but they do make this model, but it's not with this name anymore. It's now called the Speed Twin, to match the 1200 version, and also to continue the model line that Triumph first made in, I think it was a 1940s or 30s? Just give it a bit. It was the first Speed Twin. It's quite an old mark. Here's a cheeky beat, this one in his BMW here. Oh god, here we go, look, Sunday driver in front. Anyway, I've had this since 2020. When did I get this? 2023, I think? No, 2022, I think. Just after I passed my test here in Germany. Having done that in German, which I didn't intend to do, but I ended up doing so in the end. Yeah, which is another topic which we'll discuss in another video, but anyway, that was that. So yeah, since then I've done, I think, about 3,000 kilometres. there or thereabouts. Let's go next to Mr. Harley Man. So yeah, about 3,000 kilometres. Mods, I can't say I've done that many actually, to be perfectly honest. I've just put these bar end mirrors on, and I've put the fly screen on. What else have I done? I think that's actually about it. I'm planning on getting some heated grips fitted in the middle of May, which will enhance my riding experience no end. I've got some heated gloves at the moment which are absolutely awful. I mean, they do the job, but it's for those that have had the experience, it's not the best in for controlling the bike, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be heated grips time. I think the ones from Triumph cost about 200 quid, and they'll probably cost about another 200 to get fitted, I think, or maybe 300 by the time they're finished, because I think it's a bit of a big job. I could get some cheap ones, but actually I don't want to, so I want to keep the things as authentic as possible, even if it does cost a bit of money. Yeah, there's quite a lot of traffic actually, and it's because the Düsseldorf, I don't know if it's a half marathon or I don't know, whatever marathon anyway, it's on today. So yeah, hence there's a lot of traffic around. As I say, mods I haven't done much. It's only really the bar ends and that fly screen. Yeah, and that's about it. And the heated heated windscreen. The heated hand grips will follow in the next few weeks, which I'll do a review of. I probably won't be using them much in the summer, so it'll probably be in the winter or the autumn, let's say. So yes, very happy. This sounds absolutely fantastic. As you can tell from that little burst there. If there's one criticism I have of this bike, is that sometimes the indicators, you have to give them a good old shove to get them to actually go. It's very difficult to sort of, you know, flick it and go. So for instance, that corner there, I just put the indicator on and done the old lifesaver and whatnot, but still, once I turned, I realised that the bloody thing wasn't on. So yeah, it can be quite annoying actually, that, to be honest. I would say that's the only criticism I have actually. That's the only criticism I have. It's an absolutely top bike, top bike, and you know, I get no end of compliments for this machine. There tends to be a lot of older gentlemen ask me if it's an old bike or if it's new, which is nice. I think this is testament to what Triumph have done with this model, because it really is great. And I would say that this one is actually nicer than the 1200 version, in particular the new model that they brought out. This is for certain. And I don't know if anyone knows there's a channel on YouTube where the gentleman's called Rocket Man, and he's based in the Algarve, the Algarve in Portugal, and he had a 1200, which he promptly sold when he realised that the 900 sounds far better. Which I can totally understand, because this blows that one out of the water. The sound of these pipes, and these are the stock exhausts as well. You know, I haven't gone for anything, you know, fancy or whatever. I believe these exhausts are made by Vance and Hines. I'm not 100% sure, but I heard that somewhere, that these stock exhausts were made for Triumph by Vance and Hines. I'm not sure how true that is, but in any case, they sound bloody good, and everybody seems to like them. So yes. Very happy, I have to say. And the only other gripe I would have with this bike is really to do with my ineptitude. I got on it today, and over the last, the last couple of weeks, I thought to myself, she doesn't sound very happy, this bike. Yeah? I don't know what it is. Something's not right. It's a little bit short on power, on Kraft, as they say, or Leistung, I suppose was the word in German. And I've just been going through the fuel economy for some sort of Anunnaki reason, and then I noticed that it's been on rain mode, and I remember I was faffing around with it, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I was going to work and I was in a bit of a hurry, and I wanted to check the time, I think it was. And then I remember that I was pressing the mode button instead of the information button, and so I must have put it on rain mode then, because I mean, since the last week or two, I think, what the bloody hell is the matter with this? And I was going to mention it to the guys at Triumph actually when I take it in to get the heated grips put on, but obviously no need, because it seems I'm a plonker. So there you go. That's not a gripe for the bike at all. As I said, it's more to do with my ineptitude and relatively fat thumbs, it seems. So there you go. Oh, okay, now what's all this about? Oh yeah, the marathon's on, isn't it? So I suppose all these people are out because they've been following it along the route, I guess. Debris in the road. So what else can I say? Fuel economy. When I checked this morning, it was because I just filled up this morning. And it cost me, let's say, 12 euros, which is about 10 quid or something, I believe, in old money. And that's GB pounds, old money. And in terms of economy, it's 4.5 litres per 100 kilometres. And I believe that's something like, it's quite a lot. I think it's about 60 miles per gallon or something actually. start getting ride like a bloody hooligan. Quality, mate, absolutely fantastic. Mate, absolutely fantastic. There's a speed camera here, but I think it only works on the front and there's no number plate on the front. I think it was actually Mr. Darcy from Mr. Darcy and the Old Man. He was saying a nice motorbike. When you park the bike up, you always look back at it when you walk away. And this is something I do with this bike. I can honestly say every time I park it up, every time I park this thing up, I stop and look back at it. Every time I park this bike up. Yeah, even if I park it in the garage and I'm coming out and I shut the door behind me, yeah, I will invariably have a little look at, as I call her, the Saint, simply because street, the abbreviation for street in English is ST, and it's also the abbreviation for Saint, so I call her the Saint. Oh fuck, I'll break the light there. Looks like I did anymore. Right, here we are. There should be a little shortcut here. One good thing with this bike is if you can't see it, you can definitely hear it, that's for sure. Jesus, it's carnival here, isn't it? Wow. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. I'll catch you all in the next one.